So here we are back again on the bench, Group W, where they put you if you may or may not be moral enough to join the army, burn women and kids' villages after committing your particular crime. So I'm on the bench yesterday and I'm banging around YouTube and I see this lady comes on from somewhere and she's at like some political event and she's like the main person and she says that the government wants to watch everybody all the time and find out what you're doing when you take a crap and all this other stuff. Well, I don't care if anybody wants to know that. I just took one, so there it is. Everybody knows now. Bill Johnson just took a crap at 8:40 in the morning. So then she goes on and says that they want to know if you're eating what you're eating. I'm like, that's peculiar. So she says that they want to know particularly if you're eating cheeseburgers. Now, this is a real life senator or something. And she says that because Bill Gates doesn't want you to eat meat, he wants you to eat meat that he made. Ready? Here it comes. Wait for it. A peach tree dish. That's right, folks. Peach tree dish. So I'm like, holy cow, I didn't know that they made things with dishes that were made of peaches. So I had to call up my friend Patty, who's my sister's friend. And she regularly dons a tinfoil hat, goes up to the roof of her house and talks to the mothership. So I needed to know her point of view on this, if this was in fact true. So she told me that this was indeed a fact, and she believes this. This is a fact, and that Bill Gates also wants to put a chip in you. I went out to my garage to get a chisel. I figured I needed to put a chip in something. She informed me, no, that wasn't the kind of chip. They want to put a chip in you so they know if you're eating meat. Sounds like a good plan to me. Say, for instance, you got a whole bunch of the population that's fat, and they're eating fat food. Then you'd have the chip in there, and you could take them to Chippendales where they wouldn't eat because they'd be looking at the guys, right? So that plan works. That's a good plan. I'm on board with that. Another thing, here we go. I'm finding out that, these are just factoids that are happening. Salt Lake is drying up. I don't understand for the life of me how that can possibly happen. All you got to do this is really simple. Just dig a trench from the Pacific Ocean. Now that's salt water, right? Dig a trench from the Pacific Ocean right down to Salt Lake, fill right on up. Problem solved. Same thing with Lake Mead, Hoover Dam, right? Just run a trench from that one over to Hoover Dam and desalinate, or whatever that word is, take the salt out, and then sell it to Morton's, and they could put it in boxes, and it would be, everybody benefits from that. Desalinization, that's what it is. And then you could put it in those, when it rains it pours boxes, good to go. Good to go. I mean, it's like Johnny Lennon once said, there's no problems, there's only solutions. I consider myself a fixer, a problem fixer. So, I don't know why people don't come to me more often and ask me for my advice, because I have a lot of good. I got a lot of good ideas. I'm like an idea maker. Take mayonnaise and feed it to tuna fish, and then you don't have to put the mayonnaise in the tuna fish salad. It's already in the tuna fish. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. Same thing with hot water heater. Why would you need one of those if the water's already hot? I never really quite got that, But, well, I'm just a Joe Lunchbox guy, so what do I know? I don't know. I can't really do everything. I can't solve everything, but I try. I really try. I mean, I worked with a guy once who was a tank commander in the war over on the other side. And he would always, he had very different views of things. And when the guys would blow smoke in his face, cigarette smoke, what about this pollution? What about this pollution? And they just, messed up the words and so forth. And so that's my views for today. It's a short video, but I had to do that about the Peachtree dish because for the life of me, I have never seen a dish made out of peaches. Now, I've seen a lot of dishes made out of different stuff, but never peaches. just got done watching a video of my main man, Carroll Shelby. And this guy was something, and it was just very good. Ford versus Ferrari. If you haven't seen the movie, you got to check it out. Um, all good, all the time. Let me see what else we got going. We got no projects going so far today, but if I do think of things to comment about, I will put them in here, because in this world that we're living in now, I mean, there's all sorts of people out there, good people, hardworking people, all religious, races, creeds, colors, and I'm on board with everybody. I mean, the only ones that I can't really stand are the Irish Catholics. So, had a good day yesterday. Helped one of Jimmy's neighbors with his windshield wiper blades. So good day, folks. I will be talking to you soon.